Is Leaderboard. This is definitely the show that you're going to watch, and you're going to love the guest that we have as well. Let's talk about it. As a life insurance agent, having a predictable system online in place is the key to getting time freedom and financial freedom. Hello, everyone. Welcome into Automated Client Attraction. I am so excited to have you here today with me, and we've even got a special guest coming up. Look, if you're a life insurance agent, you've been stuck, you're struggling, you don't know what the heck to do to really get this thing off and running, or it's not working the way that you really feel it ought to work, this is definitely the show that you want to make sure that you subscribe to. So definitely go ahead and do that right now. Look, we've got a special guest on. One of the folks that is on our leaderboard is with me today, Ruby Brewer. Welcome to the show, my friend. How are you doing today?
Thank you. I am marvelous. How are you doing today?
I'm doing amazing, just doing simply amazing. You got the biggest smile on. It is, you've been in our program now, for about how long?
I think I got in it on Christmas Eve.
Oh, wow.
Yep,
Okay, so
Christmas.
yeah, that was a good Christmas present and a happy new year,
I know.
I'm sure.
Absolutely.
You know, Ruby, kind of what were you, how long have you been in this industry for life insurance? How long have you been in here?
Actually I got my license in 2019, the end of 2019, and didn't do anything with them. I was kind of focusing on the health side, so I just started
Mm.
utilizing my life insurance in November.
Oh, okay. Okay. So totally, you've just been in a few months.
Just been in a few months, yes.
Wow. Wow. That's amazing. So, just seeing that smile that you've had on your face, coming in here, you've been posting a lot, as one of the newest members in the AUM program that is basically helping you automate your life insurance business and make it predictable with the amount of money that you're making. What has your experience been like for you since you've been here in just 2 months? How's it? How are you feeling?
I am feeling wonderful. I mean, it's just like an unexplainable feeling that I just didn't know would exist as being an entrepreneur. I mean,
Mm,
because I'm used to working in corporate America. So
okay.
this is definitely a blessing for me.
What are some of the things that maybe surprised you about being in this community that we're in and being in the program at Arturo Johnson Consulting LLC? Were you surprised at the results?
Yes, I was very surprised because I know, people that work for themselves. But like I said, I'm used to working in corporate America, and I was forced into entrepreneurship with having to care for a sick parent.
Ah,
So I'm just amazed at how much money that can be made. But you got to work your business. It's not gonna just come
yeah.
sit in your lap. You got to work your business. So I'm just amazed at how much money that I have made in just a month.
Well, I'm throwing up on the screen right now. This is our leaderboard. I don't know if you can see that or not.
I can,
You
yes,
can, and it's like there's Ruby Brewer, 13,030 AP for the month of January.
yes.
Ruby, how does it feel to make that money?
Oh my God. To be honest with you, I have never made that much money in 1 month, even in corporate America as being a
Wow.
manager. I've never made that much money. So it just feels so good. But it's not really all about the money with me.
Yes.
It's about that I can help people. I did an Excel spreadsheet on this morning, and I didn't realize this is my first time really sitting down trying to see my book of business, seeing how many people I have. And I just been putting in the my clients that's on my book, and I'm like, wow, I'm already at like 60 some clients. And I didn't know that I had that many clients.
Oh my goodness. This is amazing. I want to see about throwing up. This was one of your posts that you made in our group.
Yes.
AUM is a blessing from God. I am the number one producer on my team for the week. You wrote 20 apps in a week?
I wrote 20 apps in 1 week. Yes. And let me tell you how I wrote those 20 apps
Yes.
by Facebook ad. this lady reached out to me, and actually I was traveling on my way home, and I was like an hour and a half from home, and she called me and she was like, I seen your ad on Facebook. I need insurance for my children. I said, well, ma'am, I said, can we set a time because I need to call you back? I'm traveling. She said, please call me back. Please call me back. And I knew within her voice that she really wanted that insurance. So when I got home and got settled, I made sure she was the first phone call that I made. When I called her, and I'm just assuming that she just wanted to, just an app on herself.
Mm-hmm.
10 of my apps was from her and her
Whoa.
children and her grandchildren.
Wait a
10
minute.
apps.
10
Yes.
apps.
10 apps. Absolutely. 10 apps. Yes. You heard me right. 10 apps. Yes.
Oh my
Was from her.
goodness.
And she was just so excited because she said she promised God that if he let her live to see 2021, that she will handle her business and getting life insurance for her and her family. So I made that happen for her, and now she can sleep at night. And I'm just really excited that I can help people be able to sleep at night.
Yeah. Yeah. That, I mean, it's the biggest part of what we do,
Yes.
serving families. I mean,
Right.
helping
Exactly.
protect them, giving them peace of mind. I mean, that's what's so important with this.
Right.
I mean, this isn't what I said, but did 10 apps. I think that's the one you were talking about from that
Yes.
one family. Just simply,
Yes.
amazing, with that. I think I got another one of your testimonies here. Oh, forgot to add, we have a magazine that comes out monthly called The Scoop, and I'm number 89 out of 500 agents. This is
Yes.
motivation. I mean, I look at you, I mean, you just cheesing all over the place. I mean, and I can understand why. I mean, and
Yes.
we're so familiar with doing this when we do these testimonial videos with our clients, they're smiling because it's like, well, you tell me, what is the biggest thing for you at this point that you've gotten from being in this program in just 2 months?
I think the biggest thing for me is don't give up, because when I first ran the ads the first week, I contacted a couple people and they said, well, I didn't request information, or
Mm-hmm.
you have the wrong number, or whatever. But I kept on pushing through that because I said, well, somebody else could have put their information on here. Well, they could have been scrolling on Facebook and wondering where they did. So I gave them the benefit of the
Mm-hmm.
doubt. But at the same time, I felt a little discouraged the very first week. And I was like, no, I didn't get into this program to get discouraged. So I just kept pushing and
All
pushing and
right.
pushing and praying and praying and praying. And I said, Lord, I may get some no's, but I'll definitely get some yes. So as you can see from my results, I have definitely received some yes.
Well, definitely, most definitely. I mean, with everything that's going on, I mean, I know that you're taking care of your mother, right?
My dad.
Your dad, taking care of your dad.
Yes. Well, both of them really.
Okay,
Yes.
what are they saying?
My mom actually, I had someone to reach out to me on Facebook this morning, and she just sent me the information to give her quotes, and it was like 9 people because I made a post on my personal Facebook page
Okay.
that I was the #1 agent in the region. And I said, well, anybody need a policy review or just need help, just know what you have in these uncertain times. Let me know if I can help, not only just to write you up or your family, but with what you already have, just make sure you got the right things in check. So when this particular person sent me the information to give her a quote on those family members, I just immediately went into a praise. And my mom called me and she was like, I was calling to see if you wanted some breakfast because I live right next door. And I was like, no, I'm good. I say, I'm just, as the old people say in church, I'm just full. And I was just raising my hands and praising God. And I literally fell to my knees and began to pray and thank God, because this program is just a blessing. I mean, you have no idea, coming from my background and the things I've been through in my personal life, and when I felt like I couldn't make ends meet, and I felt like the insurance industry wasn't going to work for me. I mean, you have no idea. It's just such a blessing. And timing is everything. It wasn't my time then, but it's my time now, and
It's your
my
time.
season. And I'm grateful. Yes, I'm grateful.
So now that you've got everything going on, like, what is this particular week looking like for you already?
Well, I wrote my goals, one of my goals down this morning, because of course I want to do more than I did last month. But I'm just, I mean, this month I'm just hitting the ground even harder. Just running, hitting the ground hard. I'm following up with people that told me, some people might have told me no for whatever reason, and I'm following up with those people. And I'm also still looking at my leases coming in now. So, I mean, this month just mean to grind even harder than last month.
Awesome. Well, I mean, since you've been in the program, you're getting all of these great results. Let me take you back here for a minute to the who was the person that you talked to that actually got you in the program? Do you remember?
Yes, it was Mr. Shepherd.
Shepherd. Okay, that's Jack.
Mhm.
All right.
Yes.
When you had to make the decision of whether or not you were going to invest in the program, what was going through your mind back then?
My first initial thought was, this probably is not true because I was scrolling through Facebook one night. I always look at Facebook before I go to bed and when I say my prayers and all that good stuff. And I was halfway sleeping. I saw it and it kind of woke me up and I was like, mm-mm. And then I woke up like 3 that morning and it was still on my mind. So I put my information in and Jack
Mm-hmm.
reached out. And the next day, him and I had the conversation and he explained the program to me. And as he was explaining to me, one of my good friends has been in sales for a long time, so I called him and was sharing all the things with him. And he was like, "Well, you got to invest into
Mm,
something in order for it to work for you." So
mm,
I'm like, "But," and I had so many reasons not to, but I had so many other reasons to do it.
mm-hmm.
So I prayed about it like I always do, and I walked out on faith. I shared it with my mom and my small circle of family and friends that I do reach out to, and they pushed me to that place, and here I am. So I'm just
Mm.
grateful that I took that leap of faith because like I said, when I first heard about it, I was like, no, this can't be true. When I was seeing the ads on Facebook when Arturo was saying he did dial days and how
Yeah.
many hours he stayed away from his family and all, and I was like, if he could do it, I can do it.
Imagine that.
So yeah, so that was another motivation. So I was like, hey, it can't hurt. It can't be no worse than what I'm already doing. So I was like, I gotta try something different. So here I am.
Well, Ruby, there are people watching this, and there will be people that see you and hear your testimony, and I'm sure everybody goes through that same kind of tug of war when they're thinking about doing something or investing in the system. What would you tell that person that is on the fence about whether or not they should even do this?
I would say do it. But I would
Mm,
say, first of all, pray about it and let God lead you and guide you. You
mm-hmm.
gotta hang around positive people. You can't let the negativity get into your ear. You can't think about what it's gonna cost you financially because you're gonna make your money back, but you gotta invest in order to see a return. So I have definitely seen my return within the first month. So I'm a living witness that this program definitely
And
works
so many people, I'm glad you said that too, because that is powerful. I mean, you made your money back within
within the first month.
within the first month of
Yes.
stepping out on faith,
Stepping out on faith,
doing the
absolutely.
work, because that's the biggest part about this. It's doing the work. And
Right.
that it's
Oh yeah.
because it's not like we're going to do it for you. We're going to guide you along the way, but we gave you everything you needed to set
Right.
this whole thing up. And if we say that people are that the people that are willing to do the work, um, was it hard?
It I'm not gonna say it was easy,
Mm-hmm.
but because things come with it's sacrificing time away from family. It's
Mm-hmm.
sacrificing a little time away from watching TV, which I don't really I normally
Mm-hmm.
do anyway. But at the end of the day, the sacrifices are worth it. It's worth it to be able to get in my bed and sleep because I've helped a family that didn't know if they would even get approved for
Right.
insurance, and it is well worth it. I mean, anything that you work hard for, you want to put something in it because it's not going to just come to you and sit on your lap.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
Mm-hmm.
well worth it. I mean, I just can't explain how worth it is. I mean, I've gotten up out of my bed. I have been sleeping. People has called me because I'm an early bird. I get up early and
Okay.
I go to bed early. I've been in the bed at 9, 10 o'clock at night. People has text me, call me. Can you give me a quote? Can we go ahead and sign me up? Sign my family members up. I've gotten up and sign people up.
Oh my goodness.
Did a recording, 9, 10 o'clock at night. I mean, because you never know, you may be healthy today
That's
and
right.
tomorrow it all could change.
That's right.
So when people want it, I give it to them, and I do my best to give it to them the time they want it. Even
Mm-hmm.
though some
Mm-hmm.
people may be like, well, I'll do it tomorrow or the next day. I mean, I've came in contact with so many people. One particular client has buried 4 family members. Nobody had insurance. And
Oh my.
I reached out to her several times and she said, I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it. And she still hadn't gotten it, but she's still on my list. I'm not going to give up on her. So so these are the people that I come in contact with. But at the same time, I'm hearing no's, or I'm going to wait. I'm hearing all this, but I know as well as you do that you need insurance. So
Yeah.
I'm not going to give up on those people.
Well, Ruby, one thing here too. How long did it take you to set all of this up and get going?
I started on the 24th, and I would say it took just a couple days to set it up. And I think it was the Sunday after Christmas when my ad started running.
Mm,
So I would say about 3 days later, my ad started running, and it was the holiday, so I didn't want to reach out to people, but I was so excited when I
I
saw the
know.
first ad pop up, the second ad. I was like, but I'm not going to disturb people's holidays, so I waited, till the holidays was over before I reached out. But it didn't take long at all.
Wow, that's amazing. Well, Ruby, I just want to thank you for taking out this time because I know you got money to go make, right? So
Oh yeah, I got my pay right
you
here
got
ready.
But I want to thank you so much for being a part of this and just giving your testimony and letting folks know, like you said, if he can do it, anybody can
Absolutely,
do it.
anybody can do it. Yes,
So thank you so much. Hold on for me while I
thank
close
you.
out the show. And I just want to thank you so much for being a
Okay, you're
part of
welcome.
this. And I want to thank everyone else that has been a part of this show today. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, all that good kind of stuff. Leave a comment if you've got questions, or even reach out to Ruby. Go ahead and do that. Look, thank you for being a part of Automated Client Attraction today. And we'll see you on the next podcast.
All right, thank you.
I want to thank you so much for tuning in to Automated Client Attraction. This is the podcast. This is the video web series that can be found everywhere. But more importantly, it's the series that's going to show you and teach you how to do the things you need to do in this millennium in order to really grow your life insurance agency. I know you've seen a lot of different things. I know you've heard a lot of different things. But like I always say, the proof is in the pudding. Look, check out the links that are in the description. Take advantage of everything that's there, because I want you to see not only client testimonials, not only exactly how the system works, but how it's going to work for you. Click the links in the description, and I'll see you on the next podcast.